across to Megha Prasad, our senior editor, who's joining us. There's also Deepak Bopanna joining us from Bengaluru. Well, Megha, if you can tell us what really are going to be the first steps which are going to be taken by the centre as well as Delhi government.
Well, Meghna, I just want to connect all of these developments around Omicron to the debate and discussion that happened in the parliament yesterday. And we are, in fact, expecting the minister concerned, the Minister for Health and Family Welfare, to give his reply on the floor of the House and Lok Sabha today and perhaps detail, every other move that the government expects to take and wishes to take, and lays down the measures and the preparedness of the country to deal with this new variant. Now, yesterday, in this marathon discussion that went on till midnight, you had so many members of parliament stand up and talk about their apprehensions, talk about what happened during the second wave, and that we do not wish to see a repeat of what the country went through for 2 months in April and May this year. And so, what are the things that the government will do this time to ensure that the situation doesn't repeat itself? The minister will, he was very diligently taking all the notes down. He's taken every important point that was highlighted in the House yesterday, and perhaps will make a reply when he speaks in the Lok Sabha today. But when it comes to measures that you're talking about, Meghna, at this point in time, when it comes to centre, they have issued guidelines for all the ports of, ports of departure and ports where people are coming in, which is all the international airports and, of course, the ports across the country where the ships are coming in. The guidelines that have gone through, or the advisory that has gone from the Government of India, is standard for each one of them. When it comes to these countries who have put in the red list, the countries of concern, from there, whoever is coming in will have to undergo the RT-PCR test. That they have to. Now, of course, that has led to a bit of confusion in different places. For example, even Maharashtra yesterday was a little adamant about, having their own set of rules at the airport. The different areas, other areas or other airports across the country, most of them is they are going by the, Government of India advisory. But the rules at this moment remain just this. Apart from Maharashtra, for across the country, you have to take an RT-PCR test if you are arriving in India from these countries, even if it's a connecting flight. You have to wait at the airport or at the harbour till the time your negative result comes in, and once it is negative, you can walk out. If it's not negative, if it's positive, then there is going to be a quarantine centre where you will have to spend the time, and once you are negative, then only you get into the shores of India. That's one. Number two, what we are being told is that in Maharashtra, the government is still continuing, and they're adamant that there will be an institutional quarantine for everybody who comes in from these countries, the countries that are there on the list. Whether you're negative, you're positive, that confusion still stays. Whether the government is going to announce something in terms of new measures today, we'll have to wait and see, because yesterday evening only this news was shared with the media that you had two Omicron confirmed cases in Karnataka, and now, of course, we have suspected cases, Meghna. One in Gujarat, a family of 4 in Jaipur, one in Trichy. Their results are awaited. So if this is going to get beyond Karnataka, I'm quite sure that the government will have to come up with new set of guidelines. And Meghna, it's also time for all of us to go back and visit the old measures that were put in place, social distancing, mask, etc.
A lot of which, of course, has now slowly being let off of, which is why vigilance and vaccination, the only two shields that we have. So, Deepak, if I can come to you, the first 2 cases have been discovered in Karnataka. However, it could be just the tip of the icebergs. Yesterday, you got us the BBMP details of the 2 patients. In one of the cases, at least there are 5 of them who have tested positive. Do we know what strain of virus that was? Any other confirmations coming in from the primary or secondary contacts?
Well, the genome sequencing, of course, is being done. But in all likelihood, you could assume that if they have contracted the virus from this 46-year-old, then, it is the same strain that they have. So we should assume there are 5 more cases in Karnataka, adding to the tally of, the 2 more. Of course, among the 2, 1 has already flown back to Dubai. So it leaves Karnataka with just 1 case at the moment and the genome sequencing results for the 5 others. We can expect right now that there could be about 6 cases or even more. But what we should also understand here is that this particular person, the 46-year-old who has tested positive for COVID-19, and his genome sequencing results have showed that he has the Omicron variant. He didn't come in contact with any international travelers. Neither did he travel himself. So it does indicate that probably the mutation probably exists even in India. So probably more aggressive genome sequencing across the country could reveal more data on this particular matter. Like Megha was pointing out, the Union Health Minister is going to speak about this in the Parliament. So we could hear something in detail probably in a while from now. But as far as Karnataka is concerned, they don't want to leave any stone unturned as far as taking precautions and ensuring that the containment happens of the virus. They do not want this to rapidly spread. The Chief Minister, who's right now in Delhi, has just left. He's on his way. 1 o'clock, there's an emergency meeting that has been called. Experts, government officials, all of them will be taking part in this particular meeting to discuss the measures that need to be taken. There are other meetings as well. Before he arrives, the Health Minister, of course, is meeting all the department heads of the Medical Education Department and the Health Department. We should also understand that the British High Commission is meeting one of the ministers here to get an idea of, the genomic surveillance study that happened, which detected the 2 Omicron viruses. So a lot of developments, of course, expected through the course of the day today. As far as measures are concerned, most of them are already in place. The government has said everyone should, of course, continue to wear masks. Big gatherings is something that, as of now, they have not completely cancelled. After today's meeting, we could expect certain developments on that. And being December, there will, of course, be celebrations during Christmas and New Year. That could, of course, be a dampener if the government decides that needs to be curtailed. But, of course, we'll have to look at the larger good. And, huge gatherings at a time while we are looking at a new variant, which looks like, it is spreading quite fast in other countries. So it will not be a great idea to, of course, have big gatherings. So a lot of this discussions will come up today at about 1 o'clock.
So a lot of developments are expected through the day. Of course, there are going to be within states as well, even at the central level. Remember, in the Parliament, we expect the Health Minister to tell us how India's preparedness is faring so far. Thank you so much. We'll keep coming back to you, Megha, as well as Deepak, for